Culture at large tells us we must love and accept ourselves as we are. The doctrine of self-esteem and the creed of self-affirmation have created a generation of narcissists worshiping a false god. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan with a reflection on life and liberty. Since at least the 1960s, popular culture has told people that it's okay to embrace and even celebrate their flaws, be that unnatural sexual desire, ravenous gluttony, perpetual laziness, or whatever. It is, of course, spiritual and emotional garbage, physically destructive and morally bankrupt. Humanity has long been about the business of attempting to dethrone God by erecting gods in our own likeness, complete with our own failings. It always ends poorly. This is in part why the Founding Fathers rejected the idea that kings have a divine right to lord over the citizenry. They wisely created a pluralistic republic grounded in the moral principle of self-governance. But to be self-governing as a people, we must also govern ourselves individually. Yet we have become so infatuated with self-love and self-service that we're trading away our very republic. Theoretically, the bargain made between a king and his people was that when push came to shove, he would trade his life for theirs. In practice, human monarchs have always demanded that their subjects die in defense of the crown. Only Jesus, guiltless and sinless, took on the kingly duty of self-sacrifice for his people, not because we were beautiful, but because our sin was so ugly. He loved us more than he loved himself. He took on the ugly weight of our sin so that we could stand before God. Nothing could be further from our self-love culture. Jesus was asked to summarize the most important commandments of God. The Gospel of Mark records Jesus as saying God's law can be summed up as first to, quote, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these." In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, quote, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends." For several decades, modern culture has preached a selfish gospel, putting pride in ourselves and our various fetishes first. The Christianized self-help books are better. They say to put ourselves second, behind God. Jesus, though, said to first love God, and then the love I would have for myself is to be directed at and to the benefit of others. This was the cultural model that underpinned the founding of our nation 250 years ago. For our self-governing republic to function as intended, you and I, as the citizen leaders, must die to ourselves and live for each other. The Reflections podcast is presented by Texas Scorecard. I hope you'll subscribe and share today's edition with your friends. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan. Thanks for listening.